What I'm gonna show in this video is how to install these $5 shocks, aluminium shocks, on the amazing Wltoys K969. I really love this car. It's pretty easy to drift it, no gyro, but it's very easy to drift with it. I really love it. This RC car costs now only $40. So I don't know why you won't grab one. And the shocks are around $4 or $5. Prices will be on the screen, and as always I will put the links down in the description, in the comments, and also awesome discount codes just for you, my viewers. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna show you today, how to install new shocks on your K969 drifter. Alright, let's go to the video. Yesterday I played with this with my nephew, and he was crashing a lot against the walls. It was very fun, but when I got home I noticed one of the shocks is missing that ring that you put on the top, so the shock has more spring tension. Alright, thankfully some time ago I ordered this here, these aluminium shocks for the K969 and K989 RC cars. So I'm gonna install this. I already tried one, and it's just a tiny bit softer, the spring, than this, and the movement is much more fluid. It's much better. Much better. I like this. To install this, I'm gonna show you what you need to do. You will need to remove 5 screws actually. 2 here in the front, in the center brace, aluminium brace, 2 in the rear, and 1 here. There. Alright, you remove these 5 screws so you can move this around. And this is so you can reach that tiny screw there. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. So I prefer this design, so I can screw it in and out easier. Because the stock ones, the screw is down there in the ball, and you have to go down there to unscrew it. This one, the screw is on the surface, so it's much more easy to remove it. Alright, that's another thing I like about this. So yeah, you remove these 5 screws, and of course to remove the shock you have one here from this side. The top one is from the inside of the car, and the down one is from the front of the car. The screw is in there, inside the ball. I use this tiny screwdriver. You should use the thinner screws that come in the bag. Use all the thinner screws. Don't use the thicker ones like I did. I just did it because I didn't notice there were thinner ones. I thought they were all the same. But then I saw that in the arm it didn't go in, it was too thick. And then I was looking for a thinner screw. I looked at the bag they sent, and there was the thinner screws in there. Alright, so that's my tip for you. I have to use a magnifying glass so I can see. Yeah, it's coming out, but it's a tiny screw, that's for sure. Links for this magnifying glass, if you're interested, is also in the description. in the front, I ended up putting the ball, that spacer, on top between the shock and the shock mount, but on the bottom I put it the other way around, and I used one washer. It comes with 8 washers in the bag. I used one washer there and the screw like this. And why I did that? Because I installed the shocks with the two pointing to the same side, right? And it wasn't working because it did some torsion to the shock shaft, and because of that it was binding. So I ended up doing that. You use one washer. I used one on the bottom and one on top between the spacer for the shock and the mount. Alright? And remember, on top the spacer is in between the mount and the shock, and on the arm, on the down part, is the spacer is in between the screw and the shock. Alright? With one washer, one on top and one on bottom. I hope that's clear enough. On the rear, I'm gonna try to put the washer as it should go in the screw and test if see that it needs to do the same as in the front or not. Alright, so I finished installing all 4. Now it's just a matter of putting these top screws and I'll be done. And I can start play again. This RC car is a lot of fun. I like it very much. Never thought that a small car like this would be so much fun. It's good. I like it. And now I won't have a problem of crashing and lose that clips. So I'm gonna show you the shock action. The new shocks. See? They work amazing. They are very nice. For the price, it's a bargain. Just a small drifting session with the new shocks. you liked the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribe to my channel and see you next time. Bye bye.